Well, good morning. Before our Assistant Corps Sergeant Major comes forward, I want to have a quick moment of announcement. And let me start this announcement by saying this. And then there was only one. You will find in the lobby right now only one table selling anything right now. And ladies, you're going to want to make sure and go out and buy your women's annual ticket because that's going to be a special night. But the pasty tables were gone last week. The spaghetti table is not there any longer as well. And right now what I heard an amen. All right, but what I wanted to do was I wanted to just spend just a short amount of time, if I may, expressing our appreciation to all of you who were a part of the spaghetti dinner. Let me first of all ask by just raising your hand, how many of you went to the spaghetti dinner? How many of you bought a ticket and went? That's a lot of people. We want to say thank you so much. Now let's be honest, how many of you gave tips? That's fewer people, but that's okay. That's all right. Well, it was a great night, and I am pleased to say this, that because you bought tickets, because you gave tips, because you bought cookies. How many of you bought cookies? Yes, look at that. Because you participated in the mission market. We still have a few more dollars coming in, but we have raised to this point over $8,300 for the spaghetti dinner. Give yourselves a hand. And so with that, I want to take just a few moments, if I may, to thank a few people. To me, one of the hardest jobs of this is the job that takes the longest, and that's selling tickets. And so what I would like to ask is I'd like Juanita Cuff, if she would please stand up, and Maureen Sharp. Where are you both? If you would please stand right now. And we want to give you like a purple heart or something like that. I don't know, but we want to say thank you so much for all of your efforts. That's a tremendous amount of effort, not just to keep up with tickets, but to keep up with your all's requests for seating and everything else. Not for one, but for two seatings. And so thank you so much for your efforts. Now, you sold tickets so that we might eat something. And that takes kitchen workers under the direction of Lieutenant Colonels Don and Connie Canning, who are not with us. You can thank them, though. But I would ask them to stand, but they're not here. But if you served on Don and Connie's kitchen crew, would you please stand right now? Because we want to give you, we want to say thank you to you. I know it's more than just Nancy. There's a few. Okay, there we go. Now they're starting to pop up. Let's give them a hand, please. And this year, we threw a curveball at them. In addition to dishing out spaghetti and salad and bread and dessert, we threw in meatballs, which I think, and so thank you so much for your extra efforts this year. Now, you have to make the plates, and then after that, they have to be served, right? And the serving staff this year, under the direction of Major Cheryl Miller, who's not here as well, these leaders, I guess they just have to rest up after that long time. But we want to make sure and thank Major Cheryl Miller, who's actually with her grandkids right now because their parents need to be at Bringle. But Major Cheryl Miller, we want to say thank you. If you served on her serving staff, would you please stand right now, though? If you served on the serving staff, serving crew, yes, let's give them a hand. This year we had even someone that would squirt stuff in your hands when you went in. Hand sanitizer. I mean, we got pretty fancy this year. And so we want to say that yes, that's right. We want to say thank you to you all. Now, the reality is that those staff, every single one of those people that worked, those volunteers, staff members, had to pay, and they had to be fed too. And so they were taken really good care of by the serving staff in the guard room. I'd like to invite Colonels Paul and Jean Kelly, if they would please to stand. I understand that, but please stand. And they gave leadership to that, and they asked for a little bit of help this year, and I'd like to ask Lieutenant Colonels Joe and Gladys DeMichael, please, to stand as well. And we want to give them thanks for what they did. Now, when you got into the place, you got served a beautiful meal. It was a wonderful time. And during that time, not only did we get to just eat, but we got to enjoy some wonderful entertainment. Yes, we have one fan, so that's good. But I'd like to ask Commissioner Raymond Cooper if he would please stand as he led this entertainment this year once again. We'd like to say thank you so much to him. And with that, he added some people to his crew. We had Pinocchio, who's not here today. But we had Rocky Balboa. Where's Rocky at? Stand up, Rocky Balboa over here, and Robbie Corriston. And then we had his accordions. Where are the accordion players at? I believe they're in the band. Let's get those accordion players to stand up. There we go. Let's give them a hand. I'm almost done, Debbie, so you can start, well, maybe not yet, but we also added something new this year. We had a mission market, and with that, there was items that were sold, all of it going to World Services, and pleased to say that made a little over $700, which was really, really good, and we want to say thank you to those who did that. So I'm going to ask Jonathan Renfro, Jennifer Renfro, Jessica Flores, if you will please stand where you are, and we want to say thank you for your leadership in that. Just a couple more. Whenever you go into the place, it always looks so nice. And there's several people that we want to thank for that. Major Gary Miller helps with all the building plans. Mr. Mike Webb, our operations director, helps with that. He has a wonderful guy in the name of Wayne Bloodgood, who you all know. I'm going to ask them all to stand right now, as well as Major Gordon Wilder, who has painted that beautiful backdrop that we enjoy each and every year. And so we want to thank each one of you for getting the building ready. Now, once again, Debbie, you can start making your way up here now. I do want to say thank you so much to all of you and your part. On behalf of the World Service Chair, Isaac Watson, who is just thrilled with what took place, over $8,300 raised for World Services. On behalf, more importantly, of the men, women, boys, and girls who are going to be served because of it, we want to say thank you for all you do. Thank you.